Well, moving on, hundreds of livestock farmers across the country are losing millions of shillings following increased cartels and cattle rustlers in the country. Even as the government and private sector players endeavour to offer assistance, middlemen and cattle thieves have continued to deprive the farmers their hard-earned sweat. The KCB Foundation is, however, looking to reverse this with a 1 billion shillings revolving fund to change the fortunes of pastoral communities. KTN's Philip Keitani was in Baringo County and now brings us the story of what could change for livestock keepers.
50 years after independence, more than 80% of the Kenyan population is still living under abject poverty. Statistics show that the livestock subsector account for 30% of the country's agricultural output and are major economic activities for communities living in rural households, with more than 60% of the livestock in Kenya found in arid and semi-arid lands. But middlemen and cattle rustlers have continued to deprive the farmers their hard-earned sweat, subjecting them to grinding poverty, insecurity, as well as frustrating development. Late last year, the KCB Foundation launched a 1 billion shillings interest-free revolutionary fund for livestock farmers in arid and semi-arid areas in the country, designed to commercialize the livestock industry. The project aims to give farmers an opportunity to boost their returns from their animals.
Our focus in livestock was mainly due to the fact that Kenyans depend on agriculture, majority of the Kenyans. And when we talk about agriculture, it's like everyone just focuses on highland farming. They always forget that 80% of our country is arid and semi-arid, and this is where you find a lot of livestock and wildlife.
The foundation will provide training and funding for the livestock farmers in a move aimed at eradicating poverty rampant among herders despite their large number of animals. The pilot phase of the program that is already underway was launched through a joint partnership with the Baringo County government. The partnership will see the dairy and meat farmers in the county benefit from value chain development in a program that will run for the next 5 years.
One of the areas within our program we are trying to do so much is to help the ASAL farmers, so that if you're a livestock keeper in an arid and semi-arid area, you're also organized into a cooperative that can do a lot of work for you, negotiate for you, get rid of these middlemen who are taking advantage of the system, and help you have a more viable enterprise as a farmer.
The county government on its part is expected to supervise the program, besides providing extension services, building technical capacity for the cooperatives and linking farmers with the markets.
So we are really working to ensure that the process and the systems are in place, and also working with the county governments to ensure that the right leaders are in the cooperatives.
According to the Economic Survey 2014, the livestock industry every year returns about 10 billion shillings out of the 23.2 million animals, but if well managed, can generate huge earnings both to the farmers, the county, and the national government. Philip Keitani, KTN Business.